Are you into squonking? Have you been waiting for a dual 18650 regulated squonk that does more, maybe 200 watts? Well, today we're looking at Geekvape's GBOX Squonk kit with the RDA. Let's take a look at it. So this was sent to me from Geekvape for the purpose of this review. Thank you very much. It will not change my opinion of this squonk. This is a dual 18650 regulated 200 watt squonk mod kit with the RDA on top. We've been waiting on this one for a long time. It comes in 4 different colors. I'm pretty sure it's only going to come in 2 for the launch, and then they'll have 2 additional colors. Comes in a wine red and a black and red. I have the black and red version. I have 2 of them, okay? Also, Army green and pearl chrome, which is like a green and then a silver, all right? And then you have a red one with a black outline and then the black with the red outline. I have a Half Moon Mods tip on top, matching it pretty nicely, if you ask me. I've been waiting on this. I know you guys have been waiting on it for a long time. So what we're going to do in this review, guys, we're going to dive down to the table. I'm going to show you it. I'm going to give you all the specs, go through the menu system, show you the RDA, put a build in the RDA, all right? And then we'll come back up top, pros and cons, final thoughts, and I'll also do a giveaway. But before we do that, let's have a vape. I got James Mucklin 2736 gauge aliens inside. It's a 0.14, comes up to a 0.13 on the GBOX, 110 watts. We're also going to be talking and reviewing this stuff, the One E-Liquid by the Bearded Vape Company. So this is the package that the GBOX Squonk kit by Geekvape will come in. It says GBOX Squonk kit, black on black. This might come in a different packaging, possibly. This might not be the retail, so keep that in mind. I like how it's all nice and blacked out. Very clean packaging. Yeah, this probably will maybe come in something different. You're going to open it up, and you're going to get your GBOX. Inside of the package you will receive smaller drip tip, press fitted. It is Goon compatible for the RDA that it comes with. You get another box here. Inside of the box you will receive an additional 8 ml black squonk bottle, a bag of O-rings, a tool, 510 adapter, regular gold-plated 510 pin in case you don't want to squonk with the RDA, flathead grub screws, Allen key grub screws, anything that you need. And you will also receive this very nice micro USB and Lightning USB cable, the same one the Dot Mod gives you. They upped their game. Micro USB, Lightning. Now that's what I received inside of the box. I didn't get a user manual or anything, so I'm pretty sure this is not the retail version. So here it is. The one you've been waiting for, guys. The ones I've been waiting for. A 200 watt dual 18650 regulated squonk mod. It does come with the RDA. Delrin Goon tip. Very nice RDA. Gold plated squonk pin. Definitely a nice spring loaded squonk 510 pin. Okay, stainless steel accent up top. It's going to say Geekvape in black. I like how they did the branding. Not too flashy. I like that. And it's got this is the black with the red accent. It's going to be 88 millimeters tall by 55.4 millimeters wide. So right here is 46 millimeters. So if we take a 30, there's going to be some overhang. They couldn't have put the 510 centered because it has to squonk. So, you know, cut them some fucking slack on that one. There's not too much they could have done. If I take a 28, little bit of overhang. All right, 25s to 22s will look great on this. You have the fire button, you have the screen, wattage down, wattage up, your micro USB port for charge. You have this nice red accent. That's your fire button there. Okay, there's your squonk on the opposite side. So when you're holding it, basically you can hold it like that. You know? Fire, squonk. Fire, squonk. You know? You can hold it like that and squonk like that. I mean, you can hold it either way and get it done. It's going to say GBOX on here. There's some holes, okay, in the GBOX for ventilation, some screws. That's just aesthetic right there. Okay, squonk bottle, 8 mLs of e-liquid, nice and open, very easy to squonk with, very, very nice. And then on the bottom, you got GBOX, made in China, designed by Geekvape, and then it has that lever. You go like that. It's indicated minus plus, gold-plated contacts. Your batteries go in there, your squonk bottle goes in there. Gold-plated contacts below. Let me show you that these are spring-loaded. Okay. Both of them are spring-loaded down below. Alright. And the way it works is to get the squonk bottle out. Very easy. Just pull it. There's a piece of metal stem that comes down. And it comes out. And then you got your squonk bottle. And that is the piece that feeds up to the 510. Very simplistic design. I like how they did it. When you fill it, give it a little bit of a squeeze. Put it on. Push it all the way through. You'll feel it. When it is level with that, that's when you know you're good. You click it on and you're ready to rock and roll. But let me put some batteries in here. Plus, minus. Put that in there like so. And it's enclosed. Yeah, buddy. Now, this thing does spin a little bit. It's not, you know, it kind of like spins around. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This has the same pretty much chipset as the, what the hell was the damn name of it? Okay, it does go up to 200 watts. All right, and it does have, I can see it does that little line. It's not doing that, like, it's just the actual refresh rate. So you got coil, amp, volt, puff. It's got amps, volts, coil, and puff counter all on the screen. Love that. 1, 2, 3 will get you into the menu system. That will just show up white. You can go nickel, stainless steel, titanium, TCR, VPC, you know, custom curve mode basically. Bypass mode at 4.2 volts. And then back to power. But if you went to stainless steel and you hit the fire button, then you can immediately adjust your wattage. It only goes up to 80 watts in temperature control mode. And it goes up to 600 degrees Fahrenheit, 315 degrees Celsius. And it does stop, and then you click to round robin. I love how they did that. 1, 2, 3. So you hit that, and then you can see it goes up to 80 watts. That's it. Hit the fire button again. You can reset your puff counter. Hit the fire button again. And then you hold to get into the menu. Go to TCR. You can go to your TCR coefficient value and adjust it right there. Puff. Go back up. You guys know how to do that, all right? You just change the wattage on those, P1 to P5. Bypass. Hold down the button, and then you're in. If you do the fire and the wattage up, you can bring up the brightness. If you do the fire and the wattage down, you can bring down the brightness. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Very easy mod to navigate. 0.05 to 3 ohms. The RDA, little bit of a gap, as you can see. The radar, that is 24 millimeters in diameter. That's a 24 on there. You can get a 25. 20.8 millimeters tall without the drip tip. I know it's black on black. It's tough to see. I know. It's got an AS. It's using an AS chipset inside of it. And they have a TPD and standard edition. That's pretty much the box. Let's take a look at the RDA. So it does say radar. It does have a Delrin drip tip on there. Goon compatible. If I take a Half Moon Mods tip, fits in there perfectly. Oh yeah. There we go. Now we got some matching going on, right? That's the airflow. You can shut it off completely. Nice tolerance. Whatever you do to that side, it will do it to the other side. Keep going. You got both big ones on the bottom open. Keep going. Keep going. You can do like in the middle. So that would be probably like single coil option. You can pull off the top. It's got one O-ring, conical design. See, it's got those slits. So that's single coil. That's dual coil. It says radar. Here's the deck. Crazy. Isn't it crazy? 2 O-rings. It says radar. Got the Squonk pin. Phillips head to take off and on. I wish they did that differently. Just a flat head. Because that can strip out. Be careful. Designed by Geekvape. Good threads. Nice juice well. Nice 2-post, gold plated. And it is different, isn't it? Let's change. Then you got the Squonk. As you can see, peak insulator, positive, negative. Okay, doop, doop. At an angle. Alright, we're going to do a build right now. You got angled holes. Right? So I'm going to keep the Allen keys in because it is at an angle. So you can spin it at an angle. You could put flatheads in if you want. If you have the tool from Drip Tech, from the Squonk, oh, awesome. And that's what the post holes look like. Let me get in there close for you. They're at an angle. So I'm going to do a build and put some James Mux 2736 gauge aliens. The leads also show up in the bottom, so you don't need a pre-cut. It's like a poster style deck, man.
I was standing outside waiting for you. You were always taking time, baby, playing it through. I was calling out your name, with my eyes on the wall. You were running like a ghost from me. You were running from it all. You got me waiting.
that's the close-up of the Geekvape's GBOX Squonk Kit 200 watt with the radar RDA. So we are back from the close-up on Geekvape's GBOX Squonk Kit. What do I gotta tell you about this one? It does come in a TPD edition and a standard edition. I don't know the difference, honestly, between the TPD and the regular. I don't know how they would do that. Maybe they're going to make a smaller Squonk bottle. I'm not sure. But it uses the AS chipset. It's basically the same chipset as the Aegis. You remember, I don't know if I'm saying it right, but you remember the one that was like drop-proof, military-proof, waterproof, etc.? It's pretty much the same chip as that, except another 100 watts. So that was a really good chip. This is a great chip, at least in power mode. You guys know I don't vape in TC mode, but a couple cons. I'm going to go off the bat right now. It only goes to 80 watts in temperature control mode. That's a con. I wish it did 200 watts in temperature control mode. For you guys. Not for me. For you guys. Another subjective con is the Squonk pin on the radar RDA. It is a like Phillips head, or it's kind of like a Phillips head Allen key head styled Squonk pin. Similar to the, I'm pretty sure it was the drop RDA. It can easily strip. I wish they just did like a flat head, a flat slit, because it won't strip. You know what I mean? So I haven't had any issues with it because I haven't really needed to take out the Squonk pin because I'm using it on a Squonk. But if you're going to take that out and use this RDA on something else, just be very careful of that Squonk pin. I do wish they did a minus slit on the Squonk. So that's I guess another subjective con. Another maybe con, not really it's kind of just design, maybe not really flaw. Anywho, when you take out when you want to refill the bottle and you pop the battery door, the batteries can come out if you want to get to the Squonk to refill it and put it back in. So just be careful. Don't flip that upside down and then go to grab the bottle because the batteries will just fly out. Not really a con. I just want to mention it. Just when you undo the battery door, I kind of wish they had another, maybe like the Drip Tech, where it had like that screw thing so you could take out the Squonk bottle without having to worry about the batteries flying out. Because you're going to have to like do it upside down and kind of pull it out versus, you know, because these batteries, when you go to tilt it, they'll just come flying out. I've done it. I've done it a couple times, okay? So, not really a con, just want to mention it. And that's really the only cons that I could find on this bad boy. I really like this. I've been waiting for this for a long time. I know you guys have as well. It's a 200 watt regulated Squonk kit. Love it. The RDA. Go over the RDA first. I love the build deck on this. It's a poster style deck raised, kind of like the Dead Rabbit in the drop, things of that nature. The grub screws are at an angle and there's little slits. Your intricate builds, your aliens, your Claptons, shit like that are going to fit perfectly in those slits. Round wire does as well, but when you put it in, if you saw on the build, you can put both in. It goes in like that at an angle. What I do is I flip the coils upside down and put them in, so they're a little bit lower, you know? You don't have to, but you don't want them too high. You know what I mean? I still got under the coil action. I can see the bottom of the coils. So you're going to get under the airflow action, which is going to give you really good flavor. But you can cut the leads after you put both coils in. You can cut the leads under it. Awesome. Super easy to build on this RDA. Big pro. It does have a single coil airflow option where you can kind of, you know, turn it to have just like that middle slit on both sides. Like I have now. See that little slit on both sides? It makes it restrictive. Let's see. I have a dual coil in here now, but anywho. You could technically do that for a, I guess, single coil, but it doesn't technically have a single coil option. That could be a con. To me, it's not. You could technically do the airflow like that for a single coil. You could do a single coil if you wanted to. All right. Nice tolerance to the O-rings on the RDA. Nice. Very easy to adjust the airflow. It doesn't loosen the atomizer when you're adjusting the airflow. That's a pro. Comes with a 510 drip tip, an 810 drip tip, and all your goon tips, 810 drip tips, will fit. Big pro. Nice looking, nice and short, very small, great O-rings, great machining. How's the flavor and vapor on the Radar RDA? Let me open it up just a little bit more. Really good flavor on this RDA. It's not as good as the Dead Rabbit or the Athena or the Drop. It's not as good, but it's close. If the Drop and the Dead Rabbit get a 10 for flavor, this is going to get about an 8.5, 9. I'd say probably a 9. It's close. It's there. Really good flavor on it. Flathead grub screws, Allen key grub screws. They give you plenty of accessories with this. That is a big pro. They really did this one right. They did this one friggin' right, Geekvape. The branding on it, it's blacked out. Small branding. Not a lot of branding on it. I love that. Nice and clean. It has a black look finish on the screen, but when you put it on, like you can't see it now, it's on because I have a big light on there, but you know, I can read it daytime or nighttime. It doesn't matter. It's kind of like the Wismex, I forget the name of the box, but it's got like a smoked out tint over the screen. So it's not as bright as other ones. Keep that in mind. But I can read it daytime or nighttime. It doesn't matter. That's a pro. You have your wattage on screen. You have the resistance, the amps, the voltage, the puff counter. All on screen. Huge pro. Huge friggin' pro. I love having my amps, my volts, and my resistance. Puff counter, I don't really care too much. You're probably not going to see it. All right, I got 101 puffs as of right now after resetting it. But love how it gives you all the information on screen. You can fire down to 0.05 ohms up to 3.5 ohms. Big pro, 600 degrees Fahrenheit, 315 Celsius pro. Only goes to 80 watts in temperature control mode. That's a con. Goes up to 200 watts, and you have bypass mode. You have custom curve mode. 3 clicks to get into the menu system. 5 clicks to shut it off. Comes with a nice USB cord that DotMod provided you. Has a lightning cable for your iPhone if you have an iPhone, or it has a micro USB cable if you want to charge your device. Huge, great cord. I love how they went with that cord, Geekvape. Great job on that. It's a quality cord, and it's long. They didn't cheap out. They didn't cheap out on that cord. It is pretty powerful and pretty accurate. Big pro on that one. It does support your nickel, titanium, stainless steel, TCR. It also has micro USB port pass-through capabilities on this, so you can vape while you're charging it. That's a big pro. Smart charging management. 2 Squonk bottles that it comes with holds 8 mLs of e-liquid. That's not bad. It's not the most, but 8 mLs is really good. And it's black. It's a black Squonk bottle. They comes with 2 black. The opening for the Squonk is nice and open. The tolerance to the Squonk bottle, it's not super hard, it's not super soft. It's perfect. It's the middle of the road type of Squonk bottle that, you know, it can give you some good pressure to squonk, and it's not hard to squonk or anything like that. It works great. The function of the Squonk with the metal piece that's attached to the actual mod itself works very well. Keeps a nice tight seal. I never get any e-liquid down here up top. As long as I don't over squonk in the RDA, everything works great. The battery door, great battery door. There's no battery rattle. There's no rattle. It's solid. Everything's on there perfectly. Has GBOX here with some ventilation in the GBOX sign. That's a pro. Has like it's like a semi VaporShock feel to it. It's kind of soft. I like it. I like it. I've been doing it kind of like this, or really I've been just grabbing it, squonking it, and then grabbing it and vaping it, really. It's kind of like, if you do it like that, you could definitely like put your fingers on the wattage up and wattage down, because where the placement of the buttons are, and adjust your wattage while you're squonking because of the pressure. You push in, you know, you're going to put pressure on that finger and adjust the wattage up and wattage down. So what I've been doing is just kind of like, I don't know, somehow, I wish the wattage up and wattage down buttons were in a different location. I think on the side would have been a good spot, you know? Just in a little bit of a different placement, because I do notice that I do adjust the wattage when I'm squonking because of the pressure of squeezing it. It's a small thing, just want to mention it. Micro USB port on the bottom. Now, I don't think this is firmware upgradable. I looked on their website, I looked on 3 other websites. I didn't see anything about firmware upgradable. I could be wrong, but I don't think it is firmware upgradable. So that could be a con if it's not. If it is firmware upgradable, there's nothing to worry about. And I haven't seen any version on this, so it could not be firmware upgradable. But the chip does perform very well. The material that they're using is probably like aluminum alloy. I haven't seen that anywhere either, of like what the material is made out of. Yeah, it doesn't say what it's made out of. It could be zinc alloy, aluminum alloy with like that semi-vapor shock feel to it. It doesn't feel cheap, but it doesn't feel cheap. It feels solid. I like it. I really like this. I really, really enjoy this. You can get just the box on its own, or you can get the kit. I would recommend to get the kit. I mean, the RDA is really good. I like the RDA. I like the deck. Gold-plated deck. I like the deck. Gold-plated or not, that's not why I like it. I like it because it's easy to build on, and it does have good flavor, and it's super, super short. So, you know, just keep that in mind. But you can find the GBOX Squonk kit at geekvape.com. I'll put that link in the description for you guys. You can also find it at heavengifts.com. Link on screen and description. Use coupon code AmbitionZ, all caps, one word, for an additional 15% off the price point. It's $88.88 for the kit on the Heaven Gifts website. Use my coupon code. You can get it for probably maybe $79, $80, $75, somewhere in that range. For this, dude, awesome. I friggin' love this thing. I went to Foxwoods today during the day, and I took it with me on the road up there and vaped on it all day. And awesome. I mean, just performs great when you're driving. That's squonking while you're driving. I love squonking while I'm driving. It's just awesome. Now, you can also buy just the box by itself. And on Heaven Gifts website, I'll give you a couple other links, but the box itself is $66.88. These are both on pre-order right now, okay? And you can also find it at VapeRL.com. I'll put that link in the description for you guys as well. They also do have this flask. Okay, it's to add e-liquid in it to fill up your G-Box on the go. Nice soft silicone bottle inside. You can also open this up, fill it. You know what I mean? I didn't show you this down low, so I'm showing it to you now. Solid. It's made out of high-grade stainless steel for durability and uses a removable soft silicone internal bottle, like I told you. And it holds 30 mLs of e-liquid. So if you fill this up and you take this on the go with maybe another set of batteries, you could go probably all day, roughly, and you could fill up your squonk bottle with this 3.5 times with the flask. That's pretty cool. Also has a flathead. You can take a quarter if you want to take the silicone bottle out to clean the silicone bottle, if you want to change e-liquids. Really, really nice flask, man. I like how they did that. And it's got a nice tolerance with some knurlings on the top to get at there, and it's got a nice unicorn tip. That you would fill this with this. Well, you basically just take off the RDA. Right? And then you would take off this first piece here. There's 2 pieces. So you could take off that piece, and then there's like a, see, it's like a 510. You would screw that on to the G-Box. You know what I'm saying? And then you would just squeeze. And you could fill up the squonk bottle without taking it out, so the batteries don't fall out. You know what I'm saying? Now, you don't technically need it, but Convenient as a mofo. I don't know how much that flask is. I don't think it's a lot of money. If a mugger stole my book bag and I was on the train and this was in it, I would definitely go buy it, man. This is up there. This is probably right up there with my drip tech from 528 Customs. But I can throw my 27 gauge James Mucklin Aliens on this, which are my favorite coils of all times. And it vapes great. I can bump up the wattage. You can put a series build on this if you want and bump up the wattage in Squonk. I mean, a lot more options with the regulated. I got one to give away. Same color, intact. Giving it away in this video. To enter this giveaway, just be subscribed, leave a like, share the video, comment down below what you like about this, what you don't like about it, what you think about squonking. Are you a big fan of squonking? Are you just getting into squonking? Are you not a fan of squonking? And let me know what you think about this. And yeah, on one of my live, I haven't forgot, I'm still doing live. It's just been busy lately. I'll announce the winners in like a week or two, and I'll send it out to one of you lucky subscribers. You have to pay for shipping, $7 within the U.S., $13 to $22 outside the U.S., depending on the weight, where you live, etc. I've heard big things about this, okay? Big things about it. It's a strawberry cereal donut milk vape by the Bearded Vape Company. I bought this off of VapeR DNA, one of my best favorite places to buy stuff from. That's why shipping's pretty fast. I'll put a link in the description of VapeR DNA, my favorite donut cereal vape. This is done right. That's what I got for you today, squad. I don't want it to be too long. Hopefully you found this video helpful, informative. You gained something out of this review. Consider subscribing. Stay juiced up. Hashtag no filter. I'll catch you on the next one. This is a 200 watt regulated dual 18650 Squonk mod. Comes with the radar RDA on top. Very, very nice device, I must say. Comes with 2 Squonk bottles. I'm going to give you all the specs and accessories down low. But yeah, let's have a vape on it. I got a James Mucklin 27 36 gauge Aliens in the radar. 110 watts, 0.13 ohm bill. How many amps? 30 amps. About 4 volts. It's a vape. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, I'm just driving to Foxwood. I have the day off today, so I wanted to do this review while I was driving there. Change it up, switch it up. But without further ado, guys, let's dive down and check out the GBOX Squonk kit by Geekvape.